have a large grocery haul that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. This is primarily for the month, so this is a larger grocery haul that we have about once a month. Recently here I've kind of stretched it a little further, but this is primarily for once a month, and then throughout the month I'll have to do smaller grocery hauls just to kind of fill in gaps. Also, I will put up a picture right here. We went to the grocery store on a Saturday night and so much stuff was already gone. So that is kind of what I was dealing with, and I will have to go back because I did not find everything I needed. Also, we did have plans on getting ground beef at another store and pork, but we didn't end up getting to that store. So I do have plans that next week for my smaller grocery haul, I'll also be including the ground beef and some pork. Usually I buy large packs of that and then I separate it and put it in the freezer for the month. So I will be doing that next week. You will not see any ground beef or pork in this week just because we did not make it to that store. I will also include here a menu of what we will be having throughout the month. So if you want to come back here throughout the month, those will be the recipes that you're finding. Anyway, let's get started. Also, we did go to Sam's Club and Walmart. So majority of this stuff is from Sam's Club and Walmart. I will also include a couple of the things that we did for Mother's Day, just for fun because it's here and I figured I would just share. Okay, so starting it off, I'm just gonna start over here. We have Frosted Flakes. This was something my husband just grabbed. We actually went into a store called Cash Savers. I don't know if they're really anywhere else. It's kind of a local chain, I think. But it's similar to a 10 box. So if you have a 10 box in your area, it's kind of similar to that. And that was the store that we stopped in to get ground beef because we thought it would be, you know, a good deal there. However, it wasn't. So we didn't end up getting any of the ground beef or anything like that. But we picked up a couple of random things, and this was one of the things that we picked up. Usually they do have pretty good prices on meat and like pantry staples, so I like kind of looking around there really quickly. And even though we didn't find meat, we did find a couple of pantry staples. So my husband got these. They like doing this for not necessarily breakfast. I don't think we ever eat cereal for breakfast anymore, but they like having Frosted Flakes for dessert. So we just got that. Some chocolate chips for baking primarily, and also because my kids snack on those all the time. We got a package of Oreos. I got more M&Ms. I like setting out like holiday ones and different ones for like the seasons, but I cannot find any holiday ones or any like fun candies to set out. So I just got these, and that's what we're gonna set out for that. We also got these. If you have not tried these are really, really good. So like I'm on a diet and I won't even be able to eat them, and I'm kind of upset about it, but my kids will have to separate this box and hide the rest because otherwise this will be gone like immediately. So good. We find this box at Sam's Club, but I know that they're available at Walmart too, just I think in a smaller box. So anyway, we got that at Sam's Club. That is so good. If you have not tried it, I highly, highly recommend that. Unless you're trying to stay off sweets, don't try it because they're addicting. So we got those. I got these probably to put out for Mother's Day. So we're actually hosting this year. So I got these chocolate chip cookies to put out along with plenty of other things. It's going to be a whole big thing, but I thought I saw these at Sam's Club for $7.48 and I figured everybody would like chocolate chip cookies. So that's what I got. We got a bunch of frozen vegetables. So we got sweet potatoes, cut green beans, mixed vegetables. I got 2 of each of those. A thing of limes, oranges, onions. We have mushrooms up here. I'll probably forget that I said that and share it again, but we also got a 15-pound bag at Cash Savers of potatoes. So that's not going to last us throughout the month, but it was a really good deal. So we got a 15-pound bag, and it will last us a while. We still have, I think, like 5 pounds from last week. So anyway, this is the stuff that I kind of just picked up for like randomly when we were going places for Mother's Day shopping. So a couple little odds and ends here that I was going to share. I'll have this posted after Mother's Day, so it won't be, you know, ruining a surprise. So this is not Mother's Day, but these are the, where's the label? Oh, here. These are the eye patches I wear. I really like these. These are kind of my in-between. I do get some online too, but if, you know, for whatever reason I run out or whatever, these are the ones that I get. So I got more of these because I'm out. My mom needed some small bowls, and honestly there was not a lot to choose from, but I did really like these. I liked the color and the design. She hosts a lot, so she likes little bowls for, you know, chips and salsa type of thing, or, you know, nuts and candy, stuff like that. So we got her another thing of bowls, and they were $7.99. I got this for my kids' bathroom because they broke their dispenser, so I just got this. I thought the bottle was really pretty, and it's just Meyer lemon scent, so got that. Kyle picked this out for me for Mother's Day. This was from Target, and I don't know what it is, but I have like some weird obsession lately with salt and pepper shakers and like the cellars. I have a lot, and I actually will have to move some things in order to fit this in, but he thought this was so cool, and it really is. It's beautiful. I'm trying to get, but anyway, so they're just stackable salt and pepper cellars. So anyway, that's that. Got that. I picked this up because Lincoln and I, when we went in to Home Goods for these, we were walking up to the register and someone had just sprayed like a scent, and both of us at the same time looked at each other and was like, oh my gosh, that smells really good. So there was a whole thing of scents, and we went through and smelled them all while we were standing in line to find which one it was, and this was it. So we got this room scent for $4.99. That was at Home Goods. And then my mom's been looking for like leave-in treatment. So, and she hasn't really had any luck. I think a lot of the stuff that she uses is not like really available here. So anyway, I found this, just picking it up for her to see if maybe this will work. So got that one. And then she was also looking at a cooling blanket when we were out shopping one day. And I found these at Sam's Club. So I just went ahead and got that for her for Mother's Day. That might have been all I have from this trip for Mother's Day. So anyway, I just thought I would share real quickly. Back to our grocery haul. So I got sour cream. I have actually been stretching this quite a bit because in replace of sour cream, a lot of times I'm using Greek yogurt. So I got a large thing of just plain Greek yogurt. I use that in, you know, in place of mayonnaise, and most of the time in place of the sour cream. So I got a small sour cream because I will end up using this, and honestly I might end up needing another one throughout the month, so we'll see. This is kind of a newer thing that I've been doing, and so I'm not really sure how much I'm going to end up going through. So I got one large one, and then a plain vanilla yogurt for the kids to eat. We still have some, so I didn't go crazy and get more than that. I got 2 things of butter, a small half and half. I actually got a small thinking that we had some, and we don't. We got 2 things of this cheese, just mild cheddar cheese, some mozzarella. I wanted to get larger bags of the cheese, but they didn't have any, so that is, I got this one though, mild cheddar, the 2-pound bag. We got pinto beans, and a large thing of rice. So this is 5 pounds. We will probably go through that this month. We go through a lot of rice. And then I'm wanting to do beans in the crock pot. So I got those to do that with, and that will probably be way more than we need. So got that. We got some toilet paper. This is the kind we usually buy, but I kind of go throughout different scents. If you are curious about the scents, they're not overpowering at all. They're very subtle. And oftentimes, I don't know if I'm just used to it, but we don't really even smell them anymore. It's just sometimes you get like a very subtle scent of it. So if you're curious about that, they are not overpowering, so you don't have to worry about that. They did not have a large thing of our paper towels, so I only got a 2 that will last us at least a week. So I got that, and then whenever they do have the larger pack, I'll just pick that up in one of my other grocery hauls. Okay, so for the meat, this is always hard to see, but this is a 5-pound package of chicken legs. So we got that. Some shrimp. I got 2 packages of this boneless, skinless chicken breast. So I have 2 here. I actually also have some in the sink that I'm thawing. So there's 2. Those are thighs. So we got those. 2 packages of just this Black Forest ham. Honestly, I like mixing it up. We still have turkey from last week and roast beef, I think. But so I only got these, and also this is like my daughter's favorite, so that's kind of why I have multiple of that. We got 1 thing of bacon, and I actually need that in a recipe, so I might end up picking up like turkey bacon whenever we go and get like our pork and beef. I might find some probably turkey bacon to make for like breakfast. So this is primarily for a recipe, maybe 2 of them that I have planned. And then the other one I'll use for like breakfast and stuff. We got this smoked sausage. Again, this wasn't the one I wanted. It's crazy. I could not believe how little they had. And I asked for peppers at one point because the shelves were completely empty. There was no bell peppers. And they're like, yeah, I have them in the back. And so the guy went into the back and brought out 4 peppers for me to choose from. And it was just super weird because and instead of like putting them like out for other customers, he just brought them back in the back. Like, it's like, why are you not stocking things? I don't know. So it was pretty weird. There was a lot of stuff that was gone, probably from everybody shopping, earlier on Saturday and Friday and stuff. But I don't think I will ever make that decision again, going so late on a Saturday, because I could not find so much of what I was looking for. So this is close enough. I'm going to be making sausage and peppers. So I got smoked sausage. I got 2 of them for our family of 6. And we often will eat that like on buns. So this will be enough, but this is not usually, it doesn't usually have leftovers for this quantity for our family of 6. Okay, we also did get 3 things of ground chicken and 3 things of ground turkey. So that is that. I also still have some in the freezer. We're getting lower, so I was going to, stock up for the month ahead. That should last us though with what we have for the month. We have a thing of flour and sugar, some brown sugar and powdered sugar. Lincoln asked for this. I think he's gotten it before, but he asked for this, and then my daughter already got into it. So we got a big thing of that, which we're hosting, and there will be kids and stuff, so that's probably pretty good to have on hand for that. I got this barbecue sauce, and honestly, I've never had this before. This was just on an end cap, and I saw it and was like, oh yeah, I need barbecue sauce. I'm going to be making a meatloaf, and it has a barbecue sauce in it. So, I just saw this and I'm like, this is fine. I'll just get this. So we'll try that. I'm sure it's fine. My husband brings these to work. So he just picked up a couple of flavors that he likes. I guess this one's his favorite. So I got that. I don't think I told you, but we also got a thing of cocoa. I'm going to be making a cake here shortly, and a little bit for Mother's Day. More tuna. We needed mayo, and I use it for like dressings and stuff, so I got 2 of them. We also got a large ranch. I got this chicken bouillon, honestly, because they didn't have beef, and this was kind of what they had, so I got that. A salsa, some coffee. I got 2 cans of this traditional Hunt's pasta sauce. I also use that for pizza, so it's a very versatile sauce. I get this one because I can use it in so many different recipes and it not always tastes like pasta sauce. So I got 2 of those, 2 cream of chickens, 2 cream of mushrooms. I got this Alfredo sauce. If you saw my last video, I think it was, I made a Alfredo chicken bake with I just noticed. Okay, so I look over here and there's a squirrel that came up. The cat's sitting here just staring at it. The squirrel must he's not even going after it, which is crazy because our other cat would absolutely be going after it and would not even allow him on the deck. But I guess the squirrel knows that he's chill and doesn't care. Just look out of the corner of my eye and that was what I saw. Anyway, so I shared a Alfredo chicken recipe with a biscuit top, and it was really good. Something that I am definitely going to be making a lot more here lately. They did not have the actual Alfredo that I had used in that recipe, so I just chose something that was close, and so I got that. I plan on making that again. Wanted to make sloppy joes, and so I just picked up a quick sauce. It is very easy to make the sauce at home, but I swear every time I do it, I just don't like it as much, so I just always pick up a quick sauce to make. I got a small thing of strawberries. These are my favorite tomatoes from Sam's Club. I always pick them up. They're so good. And if you are a tomato lover like I am, these are the best ones. They're so good. So I got those for different recipes and just because I love snacking on those. I got some celery, a large thing of mushrooms from Sam's Club. Oh, my battery's running out. Let me switch it. Okay, got a new battery. So I got a large thing of mushrooms from Sam's Club. These are huge. I wish I had a comparison. Okay, so can of soup, and that is actually larger than the can of soup. They're huge. So anyway, I love those. We use them for a lot of different recipes, so I always get these when I see them, and they're a really good price. So I got those. Oh, I also got these grapes from Sam's Club. These bell peppers. I got a thing of these, and honestly I just got that because that's what I had to choose from. So I got these for different recipes. Cucumbers. I also got these. I never put these in the fridge. A little hack for these. I always put them in a small jar of water, and you don't need very much water. Just a little to cover the bottom. And I'll use them, and then I keep them in this jar in a sunny window. And then as I use them, I still just have them in here, and they'll just regrow. Within a couple days, you'll be able to use them again. So little hack, you can always regrow these and then just continue to use the same exact ones over and over. You do have to replenish them every now and then because they kind of get a little gross. So, and you'll notice whenever they get that way. But yeah, you just cut them every couple of days and use them, and you can just keep reusing them. So I got a new batch of those, and those will go just like that in a sunny window, just right here in the kitchen. So, oh, these keep falling. I got a large thing of Brussels sprouts, also from Sam's Club. just a small bag of mixed lettuce. I plan on actually putting a salad together today, so I just got that for that. We still do have some salad ingredients, and then of course throughout the month I'll have to go and replenish our veggies and stuff like that. I just kind of got what will stay fresh right now, and then whenever we run out, I'll replenish throughout the month. We got some potato gnocchi. This is a brand that I started using because when we moved down here, I wasn't able to find the one that we would use up in Illinois. So this one's actually really good though. So I got this, and we're going to be making some copycat Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. We're gonna do like an Olive Garden night. I'll make the salad, I'll make the soup, and I'll probably make some breadsticks. So that's kind of fun, and the kids love doing that. So that is what that's for. These Red Lobster biscuits are for that Alfredo chicken casserole. This is what I top them with, and we loved it so much I actually got 2 to have for the month. This was the last 2 they had, so I just grabbed the last 2, and we'll have that twice this month. I also got some taco shells. I like mixing it up every now and then and having some crunchy tacos, so I just got 1 thing of that, and then we also have tortillas. I got 2 things of the elbow noodles. I'm going to be making some homemade mac and cheese. So one of the boxes is for that. And then I also got some penne noodles. I got 2 of those. I think that is all from our table. Quickly, I'll show you this. It's like buried, but my orchid plant, isn't it pretty? Kyle just picked that up the other night, so I thought that was pretty. And I've had this before and I've never been able to keep them alive. So if you have any tips for orchid plants, please put them in the comments below, because this one is beautiful. I would love to keep it alive, but I have never had success. It says just to add 3 ice cubes once a week. So that is interesting. I know that you can do like ice cubes to water your plants. So I'll do that, and I hope that's all it needs. But anyway, if you have any tips, let me know. All right, over here, just a couple of odds and ends. I got a 24 pack because of this Diet Coke, because they had a sale going, actually. It was cheaper to buy this. So I bought that, and I really only have like 1 a day. So this is kind of like my afternoon treat type of thing. So I have 1 of those, and I actually still have some left. So this will all be good for the month with that. My husband got some deodorant. I don't know if this is for my husband or my son, but anyway, we got that. Some dish soap, some body soap, bars of soap. I also get the Dove antibacterial body wash, so we kind of use a combination of that. We also use, what is it called? Head and Shoulders for your body. It works really well, especially if you have like eczema, which my boys do. So a lot of times they will use Head and Shoulders whenever they have like eczema flare-ups, and that works really well. So I know that everybody's eczema is probably different, but that seems to work really well for my boys. We got these. These are like, they last forever. I don't even know when our last time we bought these were, but we buy these from Sam's Club. They are the ones that we found that do not actually slip into our cans. Every other ones that we were trying, they were like falling into our cans. They weren't like staying sealed around it. So we found these, and they last so long. So these are just the lavender scent, yeah. And you can find them in a couple of different scents. You can also get them unscented if you want, but these are wonderful garbage bags. And it's funny, you know you're an adult when you're like just beaming about garbage bags and you get a specific kind, I think. So I am definitely an adult because these are the best garbage bags. We also got some more bird seed. I think this was the one that we had that the birds like went nuts about. I can't really remember. It's just one of those like cake things. So we have one of these that sits in a tree out front, and it is gone like just within a couple days. And I want to say this Hot Pepper Delight one was the one that they just went nuts over. So I got that again. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that was it though. We also got this one that we see so many cardinals and blue jays. We see so many birds, and it's fun to watch them. So we have bird feeders all over the yard. And this is usually the mix that I buy because I find they eat the most of. I've bought other ones and they kind of pick stuff out and then they'll leave the rest. This one though always has really good results. So I bought a small thing of that, and I don't know how long that will even last us because we have quite a bit of birds here lately, but they didn't have any larger bags and they were actually really low on these. So anyway, I got a small bag. We got this tea for the month. Plate because we are hosting for Mother's Day, so I just got plates for that. I hardly ever buy plates, and usually when we're hosting there's always a person that is like, I'll bring plates and stuff like that because they know I don't ever buy these, but I got that for basically that. A large watermelon. I don't know what their deal is, but like every few years I feel like they're trying to mark them up to $10 for a watermelon, and I don't know why, but this year they're doing that again, and so I haven't bought any because they're like $10 a watermelon, and then they went on sale and now they're $6, I think this was. So we went ahead and got a watermelon. This one was from Sam's Club, and I noticed the ones at every store after, even though they were on sale, they were smaller than this. So we got this at Sam's Club. This is something I'm going to be serving for Mother's Day as well, so that will work out, but I don't understand why they, and it wasn't, I don't feel like it was like this last year. I think last year the watermelons were like $4 or $5. And so, but I do remember like the year before they were like $10. So I don't know what the deal is, why they do that, but maybe there's a watermelon shortage. I don't know, but whatever. They're on sale now, so go get it if you want it and you don't want to spend $10. My daughter asked for this. I don't know how to pronounce it. She likes these. I think they're super weird because I'm a texture person, and I don't know. Okay, the flavor's good. The texture is super weird. It is like a gummy worm, and so I cannot get over that. Anyway, so she really likes them, but doesn't eat them very often, so this is the only one we got. Some more garlic. My husband drinks these for work. I don't think he knows that we were shopping for the month, so he only got one of these, but like I said, we'll go throughout the month and replenish. So he ended up getting these. He doesn't drink coffee. He drinks like one of these instead, so he got that. We got some tortillas, hot fries, again, because they did not have like any chips. So I know my kids like hot fries, so they got those. I like having pork rinds whenever I'm wanting chips. I do not like chips very often, and I'm trying not to eat chips because I'm dieting. So I feel like this is a good alternative for me because I can grab a couple of those and it not be like, you know, crazy amount of calories. So for half an ounce, it's 80 calories. And like I said, I'll just grab a couple of them at a time. And it's really just, I want a quick snack and I don't want to have to make like a whole meal, and I don't want to grab for chips or cookies or something like that. I'll grab a couple of those and it holds me over. So that is why I get those. That's actually, I feel like, a smaller bag than normal. So that's not going to last me the month, but it will last me a couple weeks probably. My husband got these for his salsa. He also got these for work. They're just the sour cream and onion flavor. So he likes those. My kids also really like those too. So they're a good little snack. I got burger buns just for the freezer. So I'm going to throw these in the freezer. I wanted some hoagie buns, but they didn't have any. So that will be for another one. I got more bagels to put in the freezer. I also like making bagels from scratch. It just is kind of a lot. It takes like a whole morning. So anyway, whenever I do that, I'll make extra to put in the freezer. But I like having bagels on hand because they make really great like quick lunches. So You could easily cut these and do your own pizza bagels. So I've done that. You could just do, you know, bagels and cream cheese for lunch. My kids like using these as like buns for sandwiches. So you can use them for a variety of things, and they're really quick and easy. So they thaw really easily. So that will go in the freezer just for some quick lunches. And then I also got these English muffins because I like making grilled chicken egg white sandwiches. They're about 300 calories and they hold me over for a really long time. So I like having those, and they're really, really good. I feel like it is something that doesn't sound necessarily like it'd be as good as it is, but it is super good. It's one of my favorite things, one of my go-to things. And my daughter's also kind of weird about like food. She's pickier and she really enjoys those. So I got one pack. I think I have some left over from this last week that I can, you know, make more sandwiches. This is something that I don't make ahead of time because I don't feel like they're as good. If you're doing like sausage and eggs, you could easily do that ahead of time. Just wrap them individually and put them in the freezer, and you can pull them out, pop them in the microwave. Super quick, easy breakfast. So I think that is it. Like I've said, I will have to go throughout the month, but this will be a good portion to do for the month ahead. And again, I will share those recipes that we plan on having. I'll have the whole menu up here, and then you can check back throughout the month to see how those recipes turned out.